Colorado Republicans just lost one of the few powers they have left these days. The smallest GOP minority in state legislative history could still delay bills like gun control as long as Democrats were willing to let them talk and talk and talk. Republicans lost that power over the weekend when Democrats lost patience with the delays. Politics guy Marshall Zellinger looks at what that means for the future.
Madam Speaker, pursuant to House Rule 14.
House Rule 14, limiting debate on bills to 1 hour, dates back decades. In 1895, lawmakers could debate no more than 30 minutes each. In 1949, the limit was no more than 10 minutes. And then in 1951, there was a new provision to limit debate to no less than 1 hour if the majority agrees. Then it was Rule 18. Today, it's moved up to Rule 14.
This law was about ending the exemption for civil liability for the firearm industry.
Democratic State Representative Javier Mabry is the sponsor of one of the bills that saw limited debate this weekend. The bill would make it less difficult for victims of crime to sue gun manufacturers and gun dealers.
Of the 50-plus amendments that we had distilled it down to 3 that they could agree with and we could agree with.
Republican House Minority Leader Mike Lynch worked on those negotiations with Democrats, which required Republicans to stop talking and allow the bill to be voted on. But a few Republican lawmakers did not agree.
Debate didn't stop, and so we weren't going to reward bad behavior.
So the Democrats ditched the amendments and used the rule to limit the debate.
It's called Rule 14 because it exists in the book. It's there, it's in the book. It's not like they invented it for this session.
Colin Larson works for the Colorado Restaurant Association, but until last year, he was a Republican state lawmaker who was part of similar stall tactics to negotiate changes to bills Republicans did not like, including one that died after Republicans got their changes into the bill.
If you're a minority with 19 members out of 65, and the majority is willing to deal with you at all, you should take that deal, because I wouldn't do it if those were the numbers.
That is a leadership challenge for me to take care of, and I plan on doing that. But we're not going to lose any good deals like that again, I'll say.
Republicans can still stall by asking for any bill to be read out loud in full. That cannot be stopped. But Democrats could choose not to call on Republicans waiting to be heard, though no one at the Capitol could remember the last time that was used.
I talked to a few former speakers. Anecdotally, it was told to me that tactic of maybe not calling on someone, even if they're waiting to be heard, was only used when someone had a bit too much to drink and was on the House floor, or maybe was combative and that wasn't a good situation, but no one's ever been flat out ignored if they're sitting waiting to talk, so I've been told. But now, this is just for this bill, or these 2 bills over the weekend. There's always unlimited debate in the second reading of the bill. The third reading, you have 10 minutes per lawmaker. But that second reading, unlimited, every bill. So Democrats would have to do this every time and be like, we're going to invoke Rule 14 for this bill now, if they want. It's not like blanket.
But again, I mean, nobody envies Mike Lynch's job. I mean, the dude has got the smallest caucus in Republican history at the Capitol, and he can't keep them in line. He's got people going rogue on him.
He doesn't say rogue. He says everyone is their own person. They all have their own ideas. They're all elected individually. But it is his job, if you're going to negotiate something like this, it's his job to be like, look, we got these things that they didn't have to give us. But we got to do this, and that means stop talking. And if some of them don't want to stop talking, why would the Democrats then be like, let's hear you out for this next bill?
Yeah, instead of a caucus of like a dozen, it's like caucus of 1, caucus of 1, caucus of 1. Marshall, thank you.